is it's great for putting in like a homemade MRE or homemade 24-hour food pack. What you can do is instead of putting a mixture that you pre-make inside this type of bag, you put it into a vacuum bag and it seals down really. And all you have to do is add water to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one first and then invite 2 people up to have a go themselves. So there isn't really a specific amount of water you need to put in there. For that, what you've got inside the actual mix itself is you've got 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of dry milk powder, and 1 tablespoon of shortening. So that can be like lard or fat or even butter. I've used butter in this one. So what you do is you basically just like, it's almost like little bits of water at a time, and then scrunch the bag up and just like squeeze. It does feel absolutely disgusting, but it's just get used to it and don't make a fuss. What I've also got is I've got some blackberry jam that I made at home, which we can eat with this. So I think that's enough water, so I'm just gonna. Anyone have a go at squeezing? Just hold the top really tight and just squeeze it with the bottom, okay?
You need to hold the top.
Hold so this is the blackberry jam that I made. It's made out of blackberries. Squeeze the top. Yeah, let's go to the... So in this is 1 kilogram of blackberries. Thank you. 1 kilogram of sugar, juice of 1 lemon, and half a teaspoon of butter. So basically, what you want to do is boil up or throw in the blackberries, the sugar, the lemon, and just boil it up until the blackberries start to kind of disintegrate into like a runny mixture. Then add your butter, which some people do and don't. This recipe doesn't actually need pectin, which helps it set. So what I did beforehand was I put the jar in the microwave, not in the microwave, the oven to sterilise it. So when I put the jam in and shut the lid, the heat would bring the little safety bit down. Obviously I've opened it in the meantime to eat it, but then it kind of seals the safety lock and makes it airtight again. So let's see how this is going. I'm going to put a bit more, I think I put a bit too much flour in. You kind of do just want like a normal bread texture with this, so how you would like normally find bread to be. Okay, so while Stevie's doing that, I've got my homemade 24-hour food pack. This is designed for a average man, but in a survival situation you can have 2 people sharing this. In total it has food in which, 3,035 calories, which is about 500 more than the average man's calorie suggestion, but if you're in the wild or survival, then you need more calories. So what you've got in there is you've just got granola, milk powder, or tuna, couscous, chorizo, hard cheese, pasta, Snickers, jerky, cereal bar, boiled sweet, sesame snacks, trial mix, and then the brew cake. You've just got your teas, coffee, sugar, hot chocolate, and milk powder. So you're not going to go hungry on this. These are some that someone else made. These will last for about 3 years. They've been dehydrated and vacuum sealed. So in this, you've got about between 400 and 600 grams of mince. So that's like your big tubs of mince that you buy. It doesn't look like that, but because it's been dehydrated and it's been vacuumed. You've then got the tomato sauce that comes in the bottles. They're quite big bottles, yeah? Being dehydrated, it's now gone into a powder and it's shortened down to that much. And then you just got your pasta, which has been cooked, dehydrated, and then vacuumed. So that will feed about 2 to 3 people, 2 people, and then 3 people if it's being stretched. You've then got your chicken goulash and pasta, and then just some chicken, other chicken which I can't pronounce. Yeah. You can also get kind of equivalent from supermarkets. This is from Tesco's. It's a Thai red curry. It's beef dehydrated and this costs £1.30. Now the good thing about getting these things from Tesco's is that if you get them from like a bushcraft shop, these are going to cost about £5–6. So £1.30 is quite cheap compared to other places you can get them. Also, in other supermarkets there is like a brand called Look What We Found. They're not dehydrated, but they are basically meals that you can heat up. They're like MREs, but they're 99p each. So you've got things like beef nail, chicken korma, chicken casserole. They've got such a big selection, and surprisingly, for like something of what they are, they're particularly nice. Can I have that back, please? Okay, I think yes, this should be. So if you don't like getting your hands sticky, then don't volunteer to. Can someone go and ask Shelley if I can borrow some baking flour? Yes, please. Okay.
Should you do that again, or?
I won't do it. Thank you. Right, just going to put there. Okay, so I'm just going to put some flour on the edge to try and stop the stickiness. Now, unlike the one that Shelley did, this one does require a bit of kneading. It doesn't in any way impact how the bread goes. It's just like rounds it off so it's easier to cook. So just any little ones want to come up and have a go at kneading the bread? Yeah? Yeah? Or anyone with like a childish mind that wants to just have fun. So what I want you to do is I want you to just like fold it in and like punch it, okay? And then occasionally putting it back in the flour. There you go. I'll clean myself. Okay. And it tastes nice if you just want to snap on the dough. Anyone else?
Let's carry on.
Oh, sure, to carry on?
Jacket's coming off.
Getting ready.
Oh yeah, serious stuff now.
Right, go on then.